I stand watch near the fire, occasionally glancing at Sylfana, making sure she's safe. The night is quiet, and after a few hours I lean towards her and gently shake her shoulder. It's time to wake up. She opens her eyes and sits up. It's my turn to get a bit of rest. Can you handle watch until sunrise? I ask softly. She nods.
Sure, go ahead.
I nod and lay down near the fire, falling asleep. She watches you fall asleep and looks at the stars, thinking. The sun starts to rise over the mountains, illuminating the lush valleys. Roheim Blackridge is still asleep, waiting for Sylfana to wake him up. She watches the sunrise for a few moments before waking you up.
Good morning, sunshine.
I slowly open my eyes, my vision focusing on Sylfana's face leaning over mine. She smiles as I yawn. Good morning, Sylph, I say with a rough morning voice. I clear my throat. How was your watch? I ask. She nods.
It was quiet. How did you sleep?
I slept well. I feel rested and fresh. Well, I'll be even better after a cup of coffee. Do we have any? She nods.
We do.
She hands you a cup of coffee.
Here you go, enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you for that, I say cheeringly. How about you? Ready to keep following that forest trail? I ask. She nods.
Of course, let's go.
Hey, not so fast. I didn't even have time to drink my coffee yet. You literally just handed it to me, I say as I raise my coffee cup for emphasis. She laughs.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Also, we need to take a look at our inventory before we set out, I say to her. She nods.
I agree.
Do you know what items we are carrying with us? Can you list them for me, please? She thinks for a moment.
We have some food, some water, a health potion, the gold coins we found in the house, our weapons and armors.
Sylfana, that's perfect. I will need you to keep track of our inventory for us. Can you do it? She smiles.
Of course, I can do it.
Perfect. Let's go over it again, this time more precisely, if you can keep up. I list the items we currently have in our inventory in order for Sylfana to be able to keep track. We currently have 7 gold coins, 2 health potions, 1 mana potion, 1 scroll of small fireball, some food, some water, and our rudimentary equipment. We both wear light leather armor and wield basic steel longswords. I look at her and ask, will you be able to remember that and keep track, at least for today? She nods.
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Sylph. I know I can count on you. We will do an update on inventory every morning. This will make things easier for you, I think. She smiles.
I hope so.
All right, let's resume following that trail, I say as I start walking. She follows you.
Yes, let's go.
We follow the overgrown forest trail. After a while, it leads us out of the forest, into verdant hills sprinkled with patches of trees. It's good to be out of the woods for a change, I say as I take in the view. She looks around, smiling.
It really is.
We keep following that trail, and it finally leads us to a larger dirt road that seems to be frequently used. I turn towards Sylfana and say, finally, now we're getting somewhere. She nods.
So we are heading towards civilization then?
I nod back. Indeed, we are bound to either meet someone on the road or reach a house, an inn, a town, anything. Then we can finally get to ask some questions. She smiles.
All right, let's go then.
I talk too much, don't I? I ask in reaction to her eagerness.
No, you talk enough. I like it when you talk to me.
Pleasantly surprised and a little taken aback by her frankness, I say, "Oh, is that so?" She nods.
Yes, it is.
I look into her green eyes. We're in this together, Sylph. I'm glad to have you by my side, and I like it when you talk to me too. She smiles.
That's good to hear.
Okay, now that we finally reached this road, what direction do we follow? She looks up at the setting sun.
I guess we head towards the sunset. That way we will find civilization sooner rather than later.
I'll trust your intuition. Lead on, and let me know if we encounter anything on the way. She nods and starts walking down the road.
All right, here we go.
I follow her into the sunset, hoping to find human activity before nightfall and a shelter. After some time, she stops.
I think we're in luck. Look!
She points at a big wooden sign with the letters TF3 carved on it. I look at the wooden sign, intrigued. TF3. Does this mean anything to you? I ask her, perplexed by the inscription. She shakes her head.
No, I have no idea what it means.
She then turns to look at you and smiles.
But from what I can tell, this sign is clearly indicating that we are near a human settlement.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need to find. Let's be careful though. We still do not know anything about this world. She nods and follows you, keeping an eye out for any potential dangers. We walk together onto the road in the direction the sign points towards. I keep asking myself what TF3 could mean. I wonder what we will discover. This TF3 mystery still unsettles me, I say as I walk. She nods.
I have no idea either.
As the sun sets behind the mountains, we see lights pop up in the distance. It looks like a small village nestled in the valley is lighting up for the night. Look, I say to her, pointing. She follows your finger, smiling.
That must be it.
She starts running towards the village, clearly eager to find a place to stay for the night. Smiling at her childlike, carefree attitude, I run after her in direction of the village.